Welcome to Tibra's Den. My name is Whitney and welcome to another CAS Monday. If you haven't seen the previous videos, we are working on a series based on the 7 deadly sins. So we have Valentine Lust here today. That's the sin we're working on. And she is a serial romantic. She has the romantic trait. She is a bit vain. Like, she probably gets really upset if others don't find her beautiful or aren't romantically interested in her. And then she is also very self-assured, so she's not afraid, to take the lead and go after any man she wants as well. And so yeah, this is who we're working with. We've already done Pride, Greed, and Wrath. So if you haven't seen those videos, definitely check them out. I'll leave the playlist linked in the description below as well as at the end of this video. But I've been having a lot of fun with the series. I actually completed all 7 sins early on, and so I've already done the recordings and have all these sins in my world. But they're all half sisters, which you'll see going forward. Each sin, I end up at the end while I'm playtesting getting them all together, and so you can kind of see a similarity in their looks. Like, I try to go for a very similar skin tone. They are half sisters, so I didn't worry about messing with like the genetics or anything like that. I just add their relationship in game later on, but I really try to give them like a similar skin tone and such. So I'm also going with a color theme for each sin. Lust is pink. The list I actually am going off of had her as blue, but I didn't agree with that, and a lot of the other interpretations have her as pink. So you can see she has the pink eyes, and I'm going to give her pink hair. And I really kind of debated between like a softer pink or a more bold pink, and this is actually the hair I go with. So she's a little bit more bold, and I wanted a certain softness to her as well. And you'll see her build is very like softly romantic, and then her style here is a lot more bold and seductive, I guess is the best word for it. And I think she can kind of balance both worlds, and that allows her to draw in different types of men, because the men that want a more soft and naive, I guess, for lack of a better word, woman would be attracted to her. But then you also have the men who want like a bold, more seductress type woman would also be attracted to her as well. Like, she's well able to walk that fine line, I think. And so yeah, so her face, she doesn't have like sharp cheekbones or anything like that. I try to add a little bit of softness, but not too much, if that makes sense. And then, like I said, her hair is a little bit bold, but it also has kind of that messy, just out of bed look as well. And yeah, I really, really like her, and I had a lot of fun creating her. All of her outfits have makeup. I normally don't do makeup for like their athletic, their sleep, or their swimwear. But for her, especially her sleepwear, I figured if she's like seducing men, she's going to want to have some makeup on for bedtime as well. And then she's probably the type of woman who, either gets up extra early to put on her makeup after she takes it off for the night. But the men it's going to be a special guy if they see her without any makeup on at all, essentially. And then for her look as well, I debated between like more bold colors or like softer pinks. And I think I kind of went back and forth between the two, but I definitely leaned heavier on the more bold look for her, which you'll see. And so this is actually what I use for her everyday look. I like the cut of it. It shows off her back a little bit as well. And it is a very bold pink, but I don't know. I really liked it on her. And then it was just a matter of finding the right shoes, as always. And I was actually able to find these boots here, which match perfectly, which is very hard to find oftentimes, which I know all of you who play The Sims know that. Like, it's not always easy to find a matching swatch and the right color to go with whatever look you're looking for. So I was pretty happy that I was able to find those, and I think they work well. I debated about giving her some tights. I wanted like the fishnet stockings, but I wasn't able to find them. And in the end, I'm actually glad I wasn't able to find them because I don't think they really fit her. They would have kind of added a little bit of an edge to her, but like I said, I was trying to kind of walk a line between, very seductive and also just very soft and romantic as well. So, in the end, I'm happy I wasn't able to find them. And now we are on to her formal look. And the dress I ended up going with was actually one I was considering for Wrath, but I ended up not using. And I'm really glad I didn't. I like it for her. I actually make her an actress. And I think if I had had that plan in place when I was creating her, I would have gone with a different dress. I would have gone with like a dress that would have been more suitable to like the red carpet. But in the end, I kind of went with a more, it's not as formal, I guess is the right word I'm looking for. And so this is the dress I went with. And so it's really not like a good red carpet dress, but I do really like it. And I can see her maybe wearing it to a premiere or something like that. And so I do like it, and I think it works well for her. Like I said, I just probably wouldn't have done it if I already had the thought of her being an actress at this point. But I could always go in and add in a second outfit as well, which is probably more of a red carpet style, which I might go in and do later on. We'll definitely have to see. But yeah, I really like this dress, and I thought it worked well for her, so I'm really glad I did not use it, like I said, for Wrath. So but yeah, this is my girl here, and of course she has to have her makeup, some jewelry, her nails are painted, just all the good stuff. And now we are on to her athletic wear, and I actually used this tiger stripe top here. I don't know, to me, like, people who are kind of more romantic and seductive, you'll often use like animal prints, I guess, is what I was going for. And so I thought it worked well. And then she just has some leggings and some shoes. And I actually give her makeup for this. I don't normally use a whole lot of makeup for like bedtime and swimwear and athletic wear or anything like that. But for me, I thought that she would always have her face made up no matter what she was doing. And even though she takes working out a little bit more seriously than maybe like some of her sisters do, I still thought she would still put makeup on her face. And so that's what I went with. And then for her sleepwear, pretty simple. If she's having men over, she would definitely, or company in general, I don't think she's just into men. I think she's pretty open as far as that goes. She would definitely, have something seductive on, and so I thought there's not a whole lot of options. So it's between that, just some underwear, and then there is the one sleepwear that's more like lingerie, but I just went with the underwear for that. And this is her party look, which I absolutely love. I think this is my favorite look of hers. It's kind of the pink and purple, but it's just a lot of fun, and I really like it. Plus the thigh-high boots. I got those boots. It's a custom content, and I got them because I wanted some thigh-high boots in my game, and then I've hardly used them at all. And so I was really glad to be able to use them for her. I thought it worked really well with this outfit. Again, I thought about doing the fishnet stockings, but just didn't look right. And so I was happy I decided not to use them. And then, of course, her makeup, again, as always. And like I said, she definitely, has the full face of makeup there. And then I thought about a necklace, but I'm pretty sure I take it off. I just didn't like the way it looked. It kind of took away from the neckline of the dress, and so I ended up not using a necklace at all. And now we are on to her hot weather or her swimwear. I always get those two. I combine them in my mind for whatever reason. So I figure if it's hot, you're going swimming. So, but this is her swimwear, and I debated between several different options, and kind of went back and forth but in the end I actually use a two-piece, which you will see here in a little while. And then I thought about a hat, and I think I do end up using a hat, but you know, I went through a lot of the options and nothing quite felt right. And then I ended up using like the knitted top, I want to say. It kind of has like a knitted appearance, which you'll see here, this one right here. I do use that, and then of course the matching bottoms as well. And now we are on to her hot weather look, which this one, I don't know. This is the outfit I use right here. And it's not to my taste. I definitely think it kind of works for her, but I don't know that it's my favorite. It's probably my least favorite on her for sure, but I don't know. I don't know why I chose it, but because I don't really like it. I just thought it worked for her, I guess, and so that's what I did. And then I used these sandals here. I was trying to find one that kind of matched, because it's kind of like a blue purple, and so it's kind of hard to find like a matching, and the pink was hard, you know, to find in sandals something that matched the pink as well. So I ended up using those sandals here. I think they worked the best out of everything, so that's what I decided to go with. And then of course some more makeup. You always gotta have the makeup for her. So and yeah, that's her hot weather look. I'm just gonna finish the makeup here, and then her cold weather look, which you'll see here in a second, isn't very practical again. Like, you'll see that as a theme in some of my Sims, but again, I just think she would want to look more cute than be practical, if that makes sense. She wouldn't want to bundle up. Like, she would still want to show off her body, and so you'll see that here in a second. And it's definitely more of a soft look than some of her others. Like, I mean, all of her others actually are more of a bold pink, where her cold weather look is definitely softer. So you'll see that here. And I accidentally took off her hair. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to take off all the accessories. But like I said, I knew I wanted something that kind of wasn't as practical. Just because I wish there was more options for the cold weather. Because you're kind of limited there as well, which is a bit frustrating. And this is actually the top I ended up going with. I thought about this one here. I thought that was cute, but in the end I ended up going with the tank top with the sweater over the top, because it still kind of shows off, you know, her looks a little bit. It shows off a little bit of her shoulders, but at the same time, you know, it has the long sleeves to help keep her arms warm, and her belly's covered, because I thought about doing the other sweater where her midriff was showing, but I just didn't really like that for her. So yeah, this is her cold weather look. I do the impractical boots as well, which, like I said, she's being more concerned about how she looked, not being very practical when it comes to the cold weather. And then of course we have to do some jewelry and some makeup, as always. That's a given. But that's pretty much her look there. I'm basically done. Just gotta add a little bit of lipstick. I'm gonna run you through the looks one more time, and then there's some screenshots at the end. You'll kind of get a sneak peek of her place, so definitely check that out, and let me know what you think of her. Like, I really enjoyed her. I did think about giving her a tattoo, but again, none of them felt quite right, and so I ended up not doing that. But yeah, let me know what you think of her. I had a lot of fun creating her. I think I really enjoyed them all, but I definitely enjoyed her as well. And so yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Remember, if you're not already, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you are notified when I upload. Give this video a like, and we will see you on Friday. Bye guys.